Back in 2018, when high school sensations like Zion Williamson and Darius Garland were straight dominating at the high school level, there was this highly talented prospect who didn't nearly get as much recognition as some of the bigger names in his class. But despite all that, he had a plan ever since a kid, and that was to one day make it into the pros. And because of that, this was a prospect who practically outworked everybody to accomplish his ultimate goal. This is the Devin Vassell story. Devin Vassell was born on August 23, 2000 in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Now, from a very early age, his main focus was basketball, and a lot to do with that was his father Andrew, as he had sights on turning Devin into a ball player well before he came out of the womb, as he had a small stuffed basketball ready to place next to him in his crib at birth. And since he had his older brother who was a hooper and father who played college basketball, he had already made up in his mind that he was going to take after them. Now, his development would all start when Devin and his dad would spend countless hours at parks and gyms, just constantly sharpening up his craft. Even after long days of work, as soon as his dad would come through the door, Devin would be so ecstatic to see him, as he would immediately say, "All right, come on, let's go," determined, just wanting to go get shots up at the court. And despite being tired, his father would respond saying, "I'm tired, but all right, I'm going to do it. Now, as time went by, the mindset that Vassell had constantly wanting to get better and sharpening up his craft would pay off as he got to high school. Because as he attended Peachtree Ridge High School as a senior, he averaged 22 points and 9 rebounds per contest. Now, his versatility at the forward position, along with his 6'5" frame, allowed him to be very effective on both sides of the basketball. And because of that, he would eventually work his way up into being the 10th best overall ranked prospect in the state of Georgia, according to 24/7 Sports, in the class of 2018. Vassell would end his senior campaign being named the Regional Player of the Year by the Gwinnett Daily Post. At this point in time, he had offers from North Florida, Florida State, and Texas Tech. But still, he was quite underrated, as he was only a 3-star recruit. But as he held offers from programs like Texas Tech, Florida State, and North Florida, he made the ultimate decision to sign a letter of intent to play college basketball at Florida State. Now, in his freshman season, one thing that really stood out about his game was no doubt his three-point shooting, as during his freshman campaign, he led all ACC freshmen when it came to three-point shooting with 41%. And by just his sophomore year, he was named a starter going into the season. His game continued to turn more heads. And midway through his sophomore season, his play allowed him to be considered a potential first-round pick in the 2020 NBA draft. On February 1st, 2020, he simply went off, scoring 27 points while going 7 for 7 from the three against Virginia Tech. Following his season, he was able to be selected to the second-team All-ACC after putting up solid averages of 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Following the season, Vassell announced that he would enter the 2020 NBA draft. Now, after being selected 11th overall by the San Antonio Spurs, he made his official debut on December 23rd and posted 3 points and 3 rebounds versus the Memphis Grizzlies. But throughout the season, he continued to make strides, as on April 17, 2021, he scored a career high, putting up 18 points in a win over the Phoenix Suns. Now, he went from averaging just 6 points in his rookie season to 19 points by just year 3. And on November 4th, 2022, Vassell scored a career high 29 points against the Clippers. Now, after finishing in the very bottom of the West for the 2022-23 season, they were able to land the #1 pick, which turned into be Victor Wembanyama. Now, on October 2nd, 2023, Vassell and the Spurs agreed to a 5-year, $146 million contract extension. And so far, the young core has looked pretty promising, and the future truly does look bright. Devin entered the 2023-24 season having back-to-back 20-plus point games, and has simply been doing a tremendous job adjusting into his new offensive role. Devin Vassell undoubtedly carved his own path to the NBA, and even when many people did not expect his outbreak to come, he just stayed locked in and improved significantly every single year, which is exactly why he's on the rise to becoming one of the best wings in the game.
It's a blessing for sure. This is where I want to be. All I'm trying to do is win, take strides in winning, get championships, put some more banners up here. So I'm glad that the organization has faith in me, and I'm just ready to win.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Devin Vassell story.